I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hey, Shantel.
Hi, Roxanne.
Hey, cousins.
Hey, guys.
So we actually finally picked a cover art today. So many of you guys on Patreon helped us choose, and then we asked on Instagram. And so we're very excited about that. So our new network, their graphic designer created a cover photo, which we think is probably a lot better than like a clip art. So people could kind of get to know us as we talk about things. Plus, we want to kind of start talking about other shows too, not just Bravo. Um, and it's nice to put like a face behind these names, except like we don't look like that 90% of the time though. So
I mean, speak for yourself.
I know I don't. Yeah, I got glam done. So and Chantel's sister took the photos.
Oh my God, it was so funny. Like, literally the day before, we're like, hey, can you take photos? And like, we were scrambling. I was like, what should we wear? It was just like so crazy how like we were so nonchalant about it. And then like, it ended up
We
working
liked
out great
it.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're super excited about, again, I know we've talked about it. We are on a new network. We have so many exciting things that are going to happen this year. So, as you guys know, our Instagram account, All About TRH, is still down. I don't know if we're going to get it back. It's really hard to get in contact with Meta and things of that sort. So, we're going to, follow us on All About TRH podcast Instagram, and we're going to, with like main stories, we'll post on there a lot more. And then we have a backup All About TRH underscore. And then of course we're still on X. So yeah. And X has been kind of fun. I feel like once you block like trolls, like X is actually pretty fun.
Okay. Well, you have fun over there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like good vibes. Like as long as like, the negativity is away, it's totally fun. So um yeah, Chantal, how you guys, it was Labor Day. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I didn't check DMs, messages. I really didn't. I wasn't on the computer at all or on social media at all this weekend. So,
Well, that's good. I feel like everyone needs a little break sometimes.
yeah, Chantal, Chantal was in Maine. How was
Yeah.
it?
So I did the whole coast of Maine and I loved it. I mean, it kind of was, think like up north Michigan, like the nice up north Michigan, but then like coastal town and like maybe a little bit more developed, if that makes sense.
Like Big Bear?
Yeah, like I would give, yeah, but then there's like a lot of more like small towns. Like we did like so many. We did Camden, we did Kennebunkport, we did Algonquin, we did Portland. I loved Portland, which is like the main city.
You
And
were
then we
there like way too long.
I know. And then we did Bar Harbor, which is Acadia. And oh my God, you guys. So there's this one hike, okay? I read reviews, like I knew it was gonna be scary, and I'm not scared of heights, but this hike, Roxanne, it was the scariest thing of my life. Like literally one like wrong move, you're falling to your death. And it's called the
Yeah.
Beehive. And um more towards the end, like it's really scary. Like you have to be very focused. And like once I finally got to the top, my legs were shaking. I didn't even realize how terrified I was, and like I wasn't trying to show it. But once I got to the top, my legs were shaking.
See, that's a no for me. I don't understand that. Why do you wanna risk your life? I don't I for
No, but
what?
the
Is it
adrenaline
worth it? What?
yeah,
What
the views
adrenaline? Oh,
yeah, the
wow.
adrenaline and views were worth it.
No, you guys, I'm not. I am so scared. I have anxiety of everything, and I would just it's not worth it to me at all. I'd rather just live.
But whoever, is near, like, Acadia National Park, you need to go there, it was so beautiful, like, I would go back again, just that area, it was
I just
so
wanna know
nice.
about the food.
Oh my God, the food was amazing. So like lobster rolls are really expensive though, you guys. It's like $30 for one, and they're small. They're not like big. So me and my like husband kept splitting them, but like we'd get them like for like snacks. We're like,
For,
let's
like,
get
an
a lobster roll.
appetizer.
Yeah, but like we would no, because you really go to those like little huts that are like those are the best ones, and they don't really have more food. Except there was this one that had like lobster nachos, and those were $40. Like it was crazy. $40 for nachos, you guys. But it was just
It
amazing, like,
better
we
have been good.
oh, no, it was amazing, it was
Yeah,
so
so
good, it
worth
was like
it.
yeah, no, the food was great, like, we even went out we went out to a couple nice restaurants, and, like, the restaurants, we would get oysters, clams, you would have loved the clams, 'cause you'd like clams, right?
I
Oh, no, you
love
like
clams.
mussels, right?
I like both.
Yeah, oh my god, we got the
Yeah.
best like, it was so good, it was just that type of, like, seafood.
Well, that's good. Again, I felt like you went really long. Like those type of trips, I can't go long. It's like a 3-day max, but you went for like I thought you were coming home Monday and you're like, "No, I'm coming home Tuesday." And I
I
was like,
know.
"Come home. That's enough out of you, little girl."
I know, even, like,
And
Dale's like, "I'm over these little, coastal towns." Like, I
yeah,
had
I can't
enough
do
coastal
it.
towns. I'm like, "I
Yeah.
know, seriously."
No, I'm not for that at all. I can't do stuff like that.
When you do, like, adventures, though, like, that's the whole point. It's like we went sailing one day, we did hiking.
Yeah,
That's why
that
I
looks
love hiking
cool.
because the whole day you're, like, basically exercising and, out in nature, so
You can hike here though.
no, we have done some hiking, but it's, like, state parks. This is a national park.
Well, that's fun. I'm glad you're home and you just got home at 6 a.m. So I don't know how you're functioning right now. Very, very scary
I
for
know.
you. Like I don't know. I'd be gone. I'd literally be dying. I had a wedding this weekend and then I had Chantel's nephew's birthday. She missed it because she was in Maine
I know.
and I was stuck with all the aunts. And tell me if like your guys' aunts do this. So they're on TikTok and it's like it's
They
not that
are?
hard. Yeah, but they don't, like, post. I mean, my mom posts some weird stuff sometimes, but, like, a picture with Arabic music in the background. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, I've seen
what's the
those.
purpose of this?" You know? But they're, like, obsessed with TikTok, and we always, like, talk about the TikTok shop. Like, I'm obsessed with TikTok shop, whatever, and they are too, and they know that. So Chantel and I, we should be literally a sponsor for walking paths because we don't shut the hell up about them. We have 2 other cousins who got it because of us, and my aunt wants one, and she's like, "Look for me, it's Labor
Oh.
Day." She's like, "No," she's like, "Look for me, their discounts. Tell me where the discounts are." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Are you gonna, like, do it?" And she actually will. She's one of my aunts that she'll walk and stuff, and I look for her and I'm like, "All right, here you go." And she's like, "This 130? Like, that's still so much money." And she's going crazy about the money. And then her daughter starts cussing her out. Her daughter's like 40. And she's like, "Mom, why do you care about the damn money? Like, just get it, you know?" And then she's like, "Okay." And I was like, here it is, add it to the cart. Like, give me your card. She's like, "No, no, you order it for me. You order it for me." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "Do it off your account, order it." And like, I had all my kids. And I was like, Okay." And so then today, like, I forgot to do it. And she's like, blew me up twice. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have to
Wait,
order her the
was it
treadmill."
Aunt Nadia?
Yeah, but it's like,
Oh,
why
yeah,
don't
she
you
would do
just
that.
order it? Like,
And
just
like, why don't you
what's
have
the
your daughter
problem?
who already ordered it do it for you?
Oh my gosh, literally, like, her daughter's right next to her, and she's asking me to do it, and I'm like, so now I have to order it for." She's like, "Do it to my house." I'm like, "I literally had your phone. You could have just given me a card. I would have done it for you." But,
Okay, make
like,
sure you do it for her, now I feel sad.
no, I am. I'm gonna do it for her, but I know she just called me too, and I'm just like, "Oh my god." I didn't even answer because I was putting the kids to bed, but I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to
That's
get," and, like,
Roxanne's godmom, too.
yeah, it's my godmother, but, like, but Pennell's right there. I'm like, "What are you asking me for? Your daughter's right there, you know? What are you asking me?" And she literally got it too, but I don't know why they do that. And then my mom was like, "I need to find a dress for Elle's baptism." So she sees, like, this, like, Chantel, first off, it's like a floral dress that's really short. I'm like, "Mom, you're not gonna wear that." She's like, "Yeah, it's only 8.99. Just buy it." I
Oh,
go to I go to buy it. Well, TikTok shop is cheap. I get, like, cheap clothes on there, but it's actually good quality. Anywho, so I go and I order it for her and it says 6.99 shipping and I was like, "It's 6.99 shipping just so you know." She's like, "Cancel it. Cancel it right now." I'm like, "Are you joking?" And I was like, "It's a dress for like less than $20." And she's like, "Cancel it. I thought it was just 8.99." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So
they're sick in the head.
I did miss your presence at that because all my cousins were there except I think 1 or 2 cousins who don't have kids. They, like, get very annoyed to go to those things, and everyone was there, and there was, like, drama. One of my cousins dropped her kid, then her dad started, like, yelling about it, and then she, like, freaked out on him in front of it was like, wow. I was like, "Where's Chantel? Where's Chantel?" So I definitely missed you there. But it was a good time.
Well, I'm
So that was
glad.
my weekend. Yeah. Yeah, so it was a chill weekend, and yesterday just oh, my it was my kid's first day, everyone was at school except Elle, and it was great, you guys, it was great. So, again, and hoping a great year for everyone and all the moms have a little bit of relaxation without the children. I don't know, but
I'm happy
anywho,
for all of you guys.
yeah, no, it was a long I don't know if it was just me, but my summer was like, "Oh my god," it was too much, it really was.
We know. Everyone knows.
I
Everyone knows
know,
here.
I swear. But today we're going to cover some hot topics. So we have some things to go over.
Okay.
Um, one of the hot topics
Fill
that I
us
wanted.
in.
What?
So fill us up, fill us in.
I thought you said like Maleficent or
No,
something.
I said fill us in because like I don't know what's been happening.
Yeah. So Danielle Cabral from New Jersey went on and said that she doesn't know if she can handle another season of New Jersey.
What is up with them now all of a sudden playing like what's that word? Like playing
It's like when you know there's like an 80% chance that you're gonna get fired, so you're acting like, "Oh, I don't know if I'd even wanna go back on the show," type of
I know
thing.
there's a word for it. I'm trying to think it's like on tip of my tongue of like
When
when
you
you're
not
almost like reverse psychology. Like they're trying to do reverse
yeah,
psychology on like the people or on the network. Like, I don't want to go back, but you do. You do want to go back. You would die
yeah.
to go back.
She says, "I don't know if I could handle another season with what I went through this year with certain people, but if we can get back to the Jersey that I love, I could do that all day." Girl, what's the Jersey that you love? This is
You
your
were
2nd
never Yeah,
season.
you were never on a good jersey that you love.
Yeah, she said, "Caddy, I could do all day. Evil and twisted and trying to ruin my name and my brand and my children's future. I don't sign up for that, man.
But
That's
I
way
agree with
dark."
that though too. Like we all have been saying that Jersey got way too dark, has always been
Yeah,
dark, and it and like but like it's like, you have to kind of say to yourself like what's my part in it for her like
right.
as part of the Jersey cast.
Yeah. No, 100%. So, um, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if she's even coming back. And like you said, if it's something that they're doing just because, they don't, no one knows what's going to happen.
There really hasn't been any new more updates, right?
No, there's not going to be updates. Like literally, Andy keeps saying, there's not going to be an update. We're not going to tell, there's nothing. We're not even discussing it. That's what Andy's saying.
Okay.
And I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. We all need a break from Jersey.
I
So I
know.
think this is super healthy. And there was just way too much toxicity. And not like we were like angels in it either, because we have a strong opinion about it too. But we're also fed up with Jersey. So there's that. Um, so Vicki, Chantal, I don't know if you saw this, but I did post it on the podcast account. But so Vicki actually spoke on Tamara's, estranged relationship with her oldest daughter, Sydney, which Chantal and I actually have touched on it. She did it on her podcast with our favorite Christian, my friend, my soulmate, my podcast. Go listen to their podcast. But she said, and tell me what you think about this. She said, listen, she starts talking about, Tamara's relationship being estranged with Sydney. And she said, if my daughter didn't talk to me, I'd be on a flipping plane right now, knocking on her door, begging her for forgiveness. And I don't even care what I did. She says, Sydney has a very strong opinion of Tamara. Stop embarrassing the family. Stop doing what you're doing. Get off the show when you have a chance. And Tamara did none of that. She continued, that shows Sydney, I'm not important to you. I don't care about my money, my stuff. I care about my family, my daughter, my people in my life. So that's the problem. And then Vicki said, when Tamara was off the show, she never connected once with Sydney, which is crazy. When asked whether Tamara confided in her about her relationship, Vicki said no. Every now and then when she was crying in someone else's arms this season, it's like, oh, please. Oh my gosh, Chantel. Remember we said that?
I know.
I felt that vibe too when Jen was like talking about her real problems and then she was like, Sydney. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know. Okay, we're not in Tamara's situation, but all I just know is that my children are everything to me. And that was like her firstborn in Simon's relationship. And that's your daughter. There, of course, like, yes, your son too, but like there's a different relationship with your daughter. And I just couldn't imagine being like that with my daughter. Like I really would do anything and everything and be like, if you want me off the show, I will get off the show. It is not worth it because one day we're all gonna die. None of this stuff is gonna matter. If you want me to stop doing this, I'm gonna stop doing it.
If it was just as simple as that, like that's crazy that like that she hasn't taken that step for her family.
I think that with Sydney, we've seen she's been embarrassed by things that Tamara has said, and that she's also not liked how Tamara painted her father.
Yeah, no, she's always been on that
And
side.
you did that for the show, like, you painted him in such a bad light, and I do recall that when Tamara was off the show, it sounded like her and Simon had a scare, and it sound like and I'm sorry because I don't know exactly what it was, so I hope he's recovering and doing well, but it sounds like Tamara started getting along with him and stuff, which would have been good for Sydney, but
Did she go to Sydney's graduation when she was not on the show, correct? Or was she filming?
I don't think she was filming for that. I don't remember.
Yeah, see, then like I'm saying, was she like, was it the season that she was off on the show? So like it's like crazy that that was even a big step for her, and she did go to that when
But
like,
something had happened. She posted a photo and then Sydney said, "I'm done with
yeah,
you."
she got pissed again.
Yeah, she said apparently I don't know if it was that Simon posted a picture and Sydney didn't care, but then when Tamara did, it was like, I that was the one thing I asked you to do is not post it. And I think also for Sydney, it's hard because it's like you're going on TV telling everyone I'm not talking to you. Some people might think that like I'm the problem, you're putting me in an uncomfortable situation. I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
for sure. I think if kids, I think if they're off limit, they're off limit. Like, why do you keep bringing it up?
Yeah, so Tamra got some cosmetic surgery. I think that for me, I did notice a lot this season that people were kind of talking about Tamra's appearance, like even her arms, just kind of saying she's aging, which I mean, you guys, at the end of the day, we're all going to age, right? So I do think people are a little bit harsh on that stuff.
I think the problem is though is like she looks great. Like I think Tamara's face and like she in her body, she works out all the time. She looks great like for her their age. But it is crazy that when you do all this stuff to your face, like they forget about the rest of their body. So it looks so much more noticeable than if
Yeah.
they were just like naturally aging. Like it wouldn't be a big deal. Like everyone's getting wrinkly, but like it does make such a difference when your face is like snatched with like all these things and then your body isn't.
Yeah.
And
So
just
she did.
that's, like, why you wear, like I feel like Lisa Vanderpump always would wear, like, long sleeves and things like that.
Oh, that's so true. She totally did that.
Yeah, like, you just and then why do you think Kris Jenner constantly wears turtlenecks? Like, it's just, like, long sleeve turtlenecks. It's, like, so because it's only their face that they're trying to wanting to show off that, like,
Right.
is young and youthful because 'cause they've gotten, like, 7 facelifts.
Well, Tamara's recovering, so she's been answering questions, and she actually was asked about this whole Vicky stuff. And she said about the Vicky stuff that she actually contacted her lawyers and she's threatening legal action against Vicky.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, she then also brought up, Vicky's like the last person that I would get into parenting advice. She brought up about, I think it was about her son or her son-in-law, like beating her daughter. I don't even know what she said. She said the most outlandish shit per usual. And she was going in on Vicky and saying Vicky needs to just leave her the hell alone. And she actually did answer some stuff about Alexis too. And she spoke on Alexis and says that, she does believe Alexis is getting a bad edit and that Bravo is not showing the wholesome side of her and that there were a lot of other things about Alexis throughout the season.
Okay, well, that's what she gave me constant keep talking about Jan Jansen.
Yeah. I think it's also super silly for them to be threatening lawsuits and stuff like that. That's like when it all
Yeah,
goes too far. I mean, calm down. I mean, Tamara, you have said the worst things possible to Shannon, and you're
exactly.
sitting here saying you're threatening legal to Vicky, and then she's also claiming she didn't do anything to Vicky for Vicky to have an issue with her.
I feel like
So
she's almost trying to silence her because, like, now that Vicky has her podcast, it's like you run your mouth on your podcast all day long. Like, why can't Vicky do the
that's
same and have her own
so
opinion?
true. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Because Tamara does, like, even I've noticed, like, Tamara say a lot of things on her podcast that I'm even shocked about because I'm like, how is the network allowing her to do that? She says whatever she wants, even if it's about her cast member. I mean, Chantel, we have to be prepared for what she's about to do to Ryan. Like, she's about to go in on Ryan. And just like you said,
Oh,
it's going to be so convenient because she was good with Jen. But now that there's something on Ryan, she's going to completely turn on Jen. And
yep.
it's going to be so messed up. So, it's like she does a lot of questionable things, but just like you said, if someone else does anything, then she has a problem.
Like, you're gonna get your lawyers involved. Like, come on, grow up.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
too
one
much.
thing, unless something's like really crazy, like I can't even think of it what it is. Like housewives and house husbands should not be suing anybody on their
Yeah.
cast. Like no one.
Remember when John Fuda said he has like a lawsuit? I wonder what happened with that.
To who?
He was saying, I don't know. Like when people were writing bad reviews, apparently people were writing bad reviews
Oh,
on his, I don't know if it was his valet or if it was something else. I don't know. They were though. And apparently he said about the bad reviews, like he's like, oh, just adding this to the lawsuit.
oh,
Yes, I wonder what happened with that. I don't know. It just got so ugly. I think they're all waiting to kind of see if they're going to get asked back or not.
I agree.
Um, so Margaret has been on a podcast tour. She's speaking to anyone who will talk to her. So again, wild because like the two people who I feel like have been really talkative has been Melissa, but I think Margaret's been actually worse than her.
I think
I don't know.
Melissa was like a little bit like a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. Now it died down. It's like everyone come down. Like look, let's go back to our lives.
Yeah. So in it, Margaret talks about like her relationship with Jackie, and she says that her and Jackie, because Jackie's apparently smart, would look at Louis' stock price falling every day on his company. And she said that Jackie would send her screenshots and I would send her a screenshot. And she goes, at one point it was like 47 cents and then it was kicked off the stock exchange and she would laugh. She goes, look at this shit. Like, what's the purpose of Margaret doing this?
I know, and like it's because she wants to paint. No, she wants to paint the picture of like it's laughable that Jackie and Teresa are friends, and like just to show like you guys like look what she has done to that family.
Yeah, but she looks so bad in
I
this. So it's
know.
like, you look stupid. She says, she goes, we're petty bitches when it comes to stuff like that. And we don't care because
Clearly,
it's a,
like that's
yeah,
that alone was weird. Like you guys are seriously so obsessed with her and her relationship. It's
exactly.
disgusting.
Well, that goes to show you guys right now, if Margaret is sitting here and saying that she went as far as looking at Louis' stock exchanges to see him failing, that's how you know she was definitely in contact with his ex, which we already know because she gifted her a necklace back in 2021. But that's how you know that she was willing to speak to this ex and use this ex as an ally. This ex is definitely listening to our podcast. So I'm sure one day this ex
Oh
doesn't
wow.
seem, well, this ex is definitely gonna probably herself end up revealing stuff to Margaret, but I don't even think she actually can because if she does, then it would look bad on her because they always like go to court, which I think is they shouldn't even go to court anymore. This is just like an unhinged human and she's not going to stop. So it's like everyone needs to accept that. I do think that it's very apparent that the entire cast thinks that this ex is unhinged, including Margaret, but they'll use whoever for the show, which is really sad.
I think at this point, it's like um everything that you would have gotten from this ex has already been out there. So like there's nothing else. There's nothing else left. You know.
Yeah, it
Like
just
she's not gonna come out with this like this new
right, she
trick all of a
hasn't talked
sudden.
to him since
Yeah,
2020, so
there's
it's
no
done
there's no new
with.
content.
Yeah, it's literally done with. She goes, but yeah, she goes, "We're petty bitches when it comes to stuff like that. We don't care because it's about Teresa because she did horrible stuff to Jackie. We were like, that's what you effing get." And that was just us. We didn't put it out publicly. And then she goes, and then she said that Jackie just wants to be famous. She's like, she's only driven by fame and attention and relevancy, and it's sad because she only feels relevant when people recognize her, they're paying attention to her and things like that. I've told her numerous times, you're more than this. You're a beautiful writer. You have a beautiful family. She compromised her integrity and she just went along with it. Again, I hate when they talk about people like it's a fact.
I
This is
know.
your opinion. You're saying all of this as your opinion. That doesn't mean that's the case. Like, that doesn't mean that that's really what she's about and that she really is obsessed with fame. I don't know, do you feel that with her, that she's obsessed with fame?
No, I never got that. I've never once thought that about Jackie. And
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest Jackie fan just because she's friends with Teresa. I never got that vibe from her.
I didn't like how she was with Danielle in the first season, and we weren't even crazy about Danielle, but it was just like that to me was reaching.
Yeah, like I think sometimes I do think she's sensitive and she knows she's sensitive too. So like sometimes like I feel like I'm like the way I am with her is like how Dolores is, like with how she is with
Like
her.
you just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um then so she goes, she says that there's absolutely no possible way that Jackie truly likes Teresa. The things she said about her are so heinous. Did I say that right, Chantal?
I think so.
Okay, I feel like you're not paying attention.
No, I
She
mean,
said
but I like I'm trying to think in my head.
yeah, heinous, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She said things that I would never say. The things she said about Jennifer Aiden are pretty atrocious. And again, things that I would never want to do or her to say. And I understand why she felt that way. By the way, I'm not discounting the horrible things that have been done to Jackie. So there's no way you're going to flip that switch unless it's for relevancy. She's like, it was just for TV. It's giving desperation. It's not your real friends. Those are not people you'd ever align yourself with mentally, emotionally, or anything like that. She's going off on her.
Well, what's giving
She
desperation is like telling all the secrets. Like at least like what she's not doing. She has so many things that she can say about you, and she has not said one damn thing. So it's like you're the problem here.
You know what sucks is that when Jackie came out and did all of this, like, everyone did give her some shit, I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's just because how she went about it, but then now Margaret can go and do and say whatever, and no one's saying anything to her.
I know, she always, like, gets left unscathed, right? Is that, like, how you
Right.
say it?
Yeah, I don't know, you're asking the wrong
I
person.
know.
Yeah, but it's like she can just say anything, and it's just I don't know, it's too much, it really is.
She
So
bothers me.
yeah, I know, they bother me. See, it's just like anything that comes out of their mouth, it's just like all so toxic, dude. It's like never ending. So yeah, there's that. I don't think there's anything else that was too crazy um with Hot Topics. There was like a rumor about Melissa and Teresa saying that they would get along just for that would never happen, you guys, so I
I
don't even like
know.
addressing it.
I know,
It's
but, like,
that
a lot of people
ridiculous.
thought that.
I don't get why anyone would think that, but
Where
yeah,
are these
no.
rumors coming from that, like, people are like,
People
hear
just say
'em?
whatever.
Yeah.
Literally, they just say whatever.
Let's start a rumor right now.
You know, Jax Taylor was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and PTSD.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did we not know this? Like, has this, like, he never was diagnosed with this before?
I don't think he was diagnosed. I think people would assume it, but not.
Yeah.
He said, after many years of knowing something was wrong, but not knowing exactly what it was, I recently learned I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and PTSD. It's been a lot to process and an emotional time for me. However, I've come home to my son with a newfound sense of peace.
Okay, Jax. Let's see
You
how you are.
Yeah, you guys also, I have been on a Netflix kick. So I don't watch Netflix because I just feel like it's whatever, but I've been watching documentaries. So I felt I had so much fun talking about the Scott Peterson documentary with Shantel. So I ended up watching this new Netflix documentary about the worst boyfriend ever. Have you
Oh,
heard
the
about this,
exes, I
Shantel?
I just started it today.
Wait, so you watch those
Yeah,
like
I watch
that?
everything. Yeah, I love any documentary, any of those things. You know the best one you need to watch actually after this? Because like, I was really tired though when I was watching, so I haven't got into it yet. Is it really good?
It's not really good, but I
The
mean,
b
it's
This is
a
the
bad
best.
guy.
Okay, you know what you need to watch? I don't know if it was on Netflix, I'm pretty sure. It's like a couple years old though, but it was called The Worst Roommate Ever, and that documentary series was the best thing ever. You see how crazy these roommates are, and, like, they won't leave, like, you need to watch that one.
Oh gosh, that's scary. There's another one that I watched called American Nightmare about a couple who got robbed and people thought they were just trying to portray like that Gone Girl movie, and it was actually legit, and it was them getting robbed from someone who actually graduated from, I think it was Harvard, which is so crazy. And oh my god, I just spoiled it.
Oh
Well, yeah, sorry. But they're a couple and they ended up getting married in real life, so I thought that was interesting. And then
oh, I watched that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I love that one actually.
Yeah.
And I try to
Yeah.
find her and, like, they end up having, like, 2 kids together, but
Yeah, they had 2
it
daughters.
was a really good documentary how they did it because you didn't know, like, where that story
I
was
thought she
ending.
was Gone Girl, yeah, absolutely,
You
like,
did?
yeah, I didn't believe they got robbed, I thought she did something weird, so, like, yeah, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so ashamed that I thought that." And then the last documentary I watched this weekend was the U of M. Did you even know that that happened, the sign stealer thing?
No. What U of M thing?
So ask your husband about it because apparently, like in the last couple of years, everyone thought that U of M cheated because there was a guy who
Oh,
grew up.
like,
He would like pay attention to the signs and record the coaches
yes,
doing all the
yes,
signs.
yes, yep.
So I watched that and I thought that was interesting. And I want to know what you guys think if you did watch that, if you feel like he was guilty for what he did, because I don't, but I just think he was really smart and he put in way too much effort that no one else would. So.
Yeah,
Um,
well, like, look at you finding documentaries all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm like, let me just like watch them and I'm liking them. And I never watch Netflix. I also watched you guys on Peacock the milk carton, the first person to be on a milk carton
What the hell is that?
for kidnapping when they would get kidnapped.
No.
Chanel. When people were kidnapped back in the day, they would put the person's picture in a milk carton because people would then recognize the person and try to.
Oh.
Wait, did you really not know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, wow, yeah. So I never knew the story of the first person to ever be on it, so I was like, "Oh, let me watch this," and it
Was it
was really
good?
yeah, so freaking sad. You guys, like, my
Aw.
kids are not allowed to leave
I
anywhere.
know. Well, like, Roxanne, make sure you're watching them though, okay?
I know.
My sister told me a story about what you did at the park this past weekend. So
Okay, we were the only people at the park.
yeah,
Okay,
I
so
don't
there was
care.
no house.
She's like, I'm walking with my kids and I just see Jack on a slide, and she's like, Jack, is your dad here? He goes, no, and
Yeah.
then she's like,
It was just
Roxanne,
us. They rented it out. It was literally just I was like, my mom, everyone was there,
I
so it was
know,
fine.
eyes on the kids, okay?
I know, and then once my, like, little cousins came who babysit my kids, thank God, as soon as they came, I was like, "Okay, bye," and less they will just watch my kids the whole time, and I loved it because Jacob stayed at home with Elle.
Oh yeah,
So
that's true. You didn't have him.
no, yeah, it was but I didn't care because see, like, when I go to my mom's side, I don't care because I know that even if they don't want to, like, my kids are fine because my mom's side is there, but I don't feel that way anywhere else I go.
Oh, okay.
Actually, my dad's side, I feel that too.
You guys, when will Roxanne let us talk about Dubai? Like, she needs to catch up because I want to talk about it. So you need to get on it.
You're right, I do, but you also didn't know what was happening because I had asked you and I told you to talk about it, and I do know that there's a lot of things happening about it on Twitter,
Well,
so
no, you know what? You know what's crazy that's happening on Twitter that I saw recently was that Sarah,
mm,
the main girl, the one that's like the most Dubai, and her friend of that she brought on the show. I don't know her name. Let me see what her name was. They
um,
they are beefing on Twitter. Like they had a falling out.
yeah,
Saba,
and
Saba.
oh, yeah, I know, Sabo actually had reached out to us, like, they were gonna, like, they wanted to kinda come on our podcast, but I don't know what happened.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll follow back up with her.
Okay, yeah, please do. But like, yeah, so like they had a big time like friendship breakup or something, and it was weird because like they were on the show the whole time. So,
Yeah, there was a lot of things even with Talene about how
oh my god,
Caroline brought her on the show.
have you like texted our friend Talene that literally looks like her and talks like her?
She actually does, and her name is Talene, that is so weird.
I know and she's Armenian too. So like they literally are twins,
They do look a lot alike each other.
and their personalities very like.
Yeah. I do think, I like Talene though, but I do, like, sense that she really did wanna be on the show.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
And
I feel that.
she definitely didn't do Brooks like right. Where when the sense of that, like the minute that
Yeah.
Stanbury gave her a little attention, she hopped over real quick. But I really like her though.
Do people like Stanberry?
Yes.
Okay, they do.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if I do.
She's like queen material, like
I know, I just feel like her energy would be annoying.
yeah, I mean, oh my god, Lisa, like, yeah, but like, I love her, but there are moments where like she is a Debbie Downer, and like that's why Lisa does not give her any attention, and that's why I love that about Lisa, though.
Yeah, like, I just feel like she is just I don't know, her energy, like, she's always like, "I'd rather not be here," and it's like, "Alright, then don't come. Don't be
Who
here."
is your favorite on there?
I like Chanel. I don't
Oh
know if
wow,
people like
really?
her. Yeah, I do. I like her. I think she's
I
great
like her,
TV.
but I do think this season she's like being a little too much.
There was a girl with the boys. Damn it, I need to get the names
Yeah,
because you guys
that's
are gonna get mad
Lisa.
at us. Oh, okay,
She's my favorite.
yeah, I like her. I don't wanna say anything because you guys get mad when we don't know the names, and I'm sorry. Summer's over. We're back on our shit now, okay? So
Yeah.
summer's over. We're totally back on our stuff and back on our grind. So yes, I will get here I am watching these documentaries when I have 4 episodes to catch up on Dubai, so
Seriously, get your priorities straight.
I know,
And
that's my bad
they just
problem.
filmed their reunion. So like
Reunion.
let's see
Yeah,
what's gonna happen. Because
yeah,
they brought it. Like I think this season you guys do not sleep on Dubai. It really is
yeah.
so good.
I'm excited for OC.
Okay, enough with your OC. We're talking about Dubai. We want people to to get onto Dubai.
Damn, okay, yeah, so yeah, I mean, I will.
Let me know
I'm
tonight
gonna do
though.
tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I have a doctor appointment for Jack, so
Okay.
a
Well,
checkup. I just wanted to share that with all of you guys. I got back my family photos, you guys.
that's nice.
They're
Tomorrow I have
really
a
cute.
stressful day. I have to fire somebody and I don't like doing that.
Oh, no, no, that's very scare.
I know, it's so stressful. Like, I have anxiety thinking about it the whole night before, the whole morning of. I can't even
Chantel
enjoy my
called me one
coffee.
time and was like to me, "Can you fire this person for me?"
When?
You did that one time.
Was it, like, when I first, like, did this job where I never, like, fired someone before?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like the first, like, 2 years or something, and
Yeah.
you had asked me to fire someone for you, and I don't know if I did it.
You oh, I don't you probably I don't know. But you
I
guys,
don't
you know how
know.
many times, you know how many people I fired? It's like it's actually sickening. Like you would think that at this point, like it's like, I'm used to it, but no, every single time I get so uneasy.
Well,
Because you
because you
just don't know.
always well, because you always you're not good at hiring. You hire red flags and then
No, you're crazy. No, no,
yes,
no,
you
no, no.
do. Yes, you
You don't know
do.
this industry. No, I'm not. This is now like line level positions. Like I'm hiring like executives that have been working for me for like a year and a half, but they're just not performing anymore. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like we can't do this anymore.
Well, and you've had people who, like, have fought you back and be like, "No, don't fire me. You can't fire me." And you're like, "Well, we can't I need to fire like, I'm sorry." And then
I
they say, "But"
know.
you had a very scary situation one time too.
Which one? I'm
That
trying to think.
guy, he, like, came back to the hotel.
Oh, that was with Chloe and he like threw something at her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my sister. You guys, people are crazy. Like this is not. I
Yeah.
get so scared firing people because like they really like are like mad at you, and it's like, I mean, if I'm their direct report, they have a reason to be mad at me. It's not like I'm like HR, but
But you
ugh.
document everything and stuff.
Yeah, but like I know not like I'm really bad about that. Like right now, it's like I'm
Oh,
firing
hell
someone.
no.
I know I'm firing
That's the
someone
most
based.
important thing you need to do, document everything.
I know. But like it's performance based. Like if my hotels are not doing great, like and you're the main person overseeing them, it's just you're the problem. So
Yeah. Well, good luck
yeah,
tomorrow.
I know.
Have so much fun. I think you need to get some rest though.
I know. Okay, yeah, let me go to sleep
Yeah.
now.
She's gonna go. We'll be back Thursday evening for
Roxanne's favorite.
yeah. Some OC. So we'll be back, y'all. But thank you guys so much for listening. Bye guys.
Bye guys.